So yet again, as the West wins on one front, they switch the focus to another. The Syrian war never went away, they just lost, went away, regrouped, and now coming back at it. Same rules might apply down in Ukraine, you know, ceasefire, 8 years later, come back at it. But one event, one war, one set of things that are happening, but two different Marvel universes. One on the BBC, there's a BBC Marvel universe, and there's a Russia Today RT Marvel universe. So let's have a look at both universes, because they both exist at the same time. This is why Marvel cracked the code. They fucking cracked the code. Let's have. So this is the RT universe, talking about the Syrian war, going back in the day, talking about the white helmets funded by the CIA and MI6. Some of the video footage I've got is quite compelling, but again, whether it's real or not, who knows.
Operation funded by many of the countries that were involved in the regime change operations against Syria that began in 2011.
Her dad's a lord. She's a daughter of a lord. I done my due diligence, but I've forgot more than I can remember.
The white helmets emerged in 2013. They were established in Turkey and Jordan, and then made use of, let's say, proxies inside Syria to increase their infiltration into Syria and enable them then to provide both whitewashing for the terrorist armed groups dominated by ISIS and Al-Qaeda, and to produce the majority of the propaganda to criminalize the Syrian government and their allies, of course, including Russia. And by that, I'm talking predominantly about the alleged chemical attacks that we now have been debunked and discredited.
We know it's been debunked and discredited.
You know, let's bring up some pictures.
That's the Russia Today universe. Let's have a look at the BBC universe. Same thing. One event. Who done it? I say we get the fucking gang in. And by the gang, I'm talking about Scooby-Doo and his mob. They always get to the fucking bottom of that shit, man. Even if you need to pull off rubber masks, they get to the bottom. It might not be the boogeyman, it might be the fucking somebody pretending to be the boogeyman. Let's have a look at the BBC universe.
We start in the US, where President Biden has been criticized by leading Republicans for pardoning his son Hunter, who was due to...
I misspoke. It's the Sky News universe. My bad. Same shit. Coming from MI6 here in the UK. As all stories about the war and the time of war, funnily enough.
Managed to unseat the rebels from Aleppo with some indiscriminate bombing. We've seen that's already started now, so that gives a hint of where they're going. What's most worrying is that it's been demonstrated Assad used chemical weapons in the past, back in 2013. Although they're illegal, they're indiscriminate, they're brutal, but they have been used before.
So, those words coming out of MI6, as you can hear, is indiscriminate. They're bombing them, they're bombing the terrorists and all that, but they're bombing them indiscriminately. You know, little fucking Boris just woke up one morning and went, "Hey, meet Dmitri, what do we got to do today? I want to go and bomb people indiscriminately. We're running out of bombs. We ain't got enough bombs to deal with the fucking people we need to blow up. So let's just indiscriminately blow people up." I mean, RT and BBC are as pathetic as each other. I can't watch any of them nowadays without a smile on my face. Somebody left a comment the other day, right, but yeah, it was probably a robot. You can't be serious, you're getting your news from RT. I'm like, no, I get my news from everywhere, man. I think it's all hilarious. It doesn't mean that what you're seeing isn't real. It just selectively, out of context, a bit of spin on it, and I try and see through that shit. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. This is the fucking way of the world. Right now, man, I'm just pissing my pants at the patheticness of fucking all this shit for all sides. I mean, like, there'll be one war, one war, one event, in two different fucking completely different accounts. I mean, like, you listen to RT, the rebels are taking back fucking Hamas. Oh God, I used to know all this back in the day. See, back in the day when the Syrian war first kicked off, man, I was ball deep in this, man, like pure following it. Learned all the names of all the fucking military hardware in use and all that. Crazy days, no longer. But let's have a wee look at the Sky News Marvel Universe in Syria. Oh, that didn't work. Fucked that up, didn't I?
Yesterday there was first snow in Kiev, so the situation will get much harder because the limitations of the energy system that was massively destroyed over the last 6 months are telling that we will spend this winter with...
As an advisor to Ed Miliband in 20...
Oh God.
Although I think...
We'll see if I can get it back. Well, I can't find it. I fucked it. But you get the grasp of what's happening inside Syria. One event, two versions. The West are still saying that Assad's launched a chemical attack. Well, a lot of people suggest that it was a false flag. And maybe expect the same again. Are they going to try the same trick? Just like I'm saying down in Georgia, I expect them to roll out the snipers. They can't penetrate the Parliament building, the protesters, even though they're setting fires and stuff. And if you see the tactics, putting lasers in the riot squads' faces, hitting them with fireworks and all that, man. Peaceful protest. They're trying to get at. They're trying to. This is the how to bring around a coup handbook handed down to them from Ukraine, from Maidan, and one of them is shoot a protester, blame it on the cops, and watch what happens. I'm sitting here laughing. It's gallows humour, man. I really think that will happen if they don't get in. Anyway, get it, got it. Good. Keep an eye on Syria, man. It's going to get worse before it gets better again. Another chemical attack.